What's going on, guys? It's Gabriel Israel with Planet Agape Rack. We are back today to do buying a home round two. Round two, so let's just get in it.
Welcome to round two. In this round, we'll talk about affordability, how you can figure out how much money you can afford to pay for a home, and the related costs of home ownership.
You'll play a game where you can earn up to 4,000 coins. To win this round, you'll need to earn at least 3,000 coins. Isaiah, what factors can determine how much money you can afford to pay for a home and the related costs of homeownership?
There are many factors, including your credit history, income, non-housing expenses, and what financing is available to you.
When people think about housing costs, what should they consider?
The biggest part of your housing costs will likely be your monthly mortgage payments and related costs. A mortgage is a secured loan. The home secures the loan. The lender provides the money to buy the home and retains title to the home until you finish paying back the loan. If you default on the loan, the lender can take your home and sell it to someone else through a process called foreclosure. Your monthly housing payment will generally have four parts, commonly referred to as PITI: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. The mortgage itself has two parts: principal, which is repayment of part of the amount you borrowed, and the interest on that principal. Many people also pay other costs as part of their monthly payments to the lender, including real estate taxes and homeowners insurance. We'll talk about what's known as escrow in round three.
Will I have to pay for anything else?
Yes, there are additional housing costs. Some of these costs are one-time or occasional costs, while others are ongoing.
What are some examples of one-time or occasional costs?
Examples include appliances, furniture, or decor, moving expenses, deposits needed to start utilities, buying special equipment to take care of your property. For example, you may need to buy a lawnmower if you're responsible for maintaining your yard, or structural changes to your home to make it more accessible.
How about examples of ongoing costs?
Ongoing costs could include homeowner or property owners association dues, home, yard, or property maintenance, repairs, or utilities. When estimating what you can afford, think about the full costs of owning a home, not just the monthly housing payments.
Also, remember that only you can decide how much you can afford. The lender or real estate agent cannot. However, you can use advice or guidelines to help you decide what may be affordable for you.
Let's play a game to find out more.
Welcome to Affordability Apparatus. In this game, we'll introduce two methods to help you explore whether a home is affordable for you. Then, you'll help our guests decide if their housing options are affordable for them. Select each of the two buttons to find out more.
Spending and savings plan. Let's see.
One way to estimate what's affordable for you is to start with your spending and saving plan. Looking at how you spend your money now can help you estimate how much you can afford to pay for housing costs. Keep in mind that only you can decide what you're comfortable paying. Even if you estimate what you should be able to afford, you may not want to spend that much of your income on housing costs. To use the spending and saving plan, take your total net monthly income and subtract your total monthly non-housing expenses, meaning expenses other than what you currently pay for housing. The result is how much money you have left over to pay expenses related to housing. If you find that you don't have enough money left over, you may want to look for ways to increase your income, decrease your expenses, or eliminate some expenses entirely. Select each of the two buttons to find out more.
Debt to income ratio. This the one that be killing people, and people, I guess, don't understand the most. I know with what I do for a living, I deal with that a lot. I mean, people make a lot of money, but they also have a lot of debt, so it actually be washing. So Let's see.
A debt-to-income ratio is a useful tool. Lenders calculate debt-to-income ratios to help them decide if they'll lend someone money and how much money they'll lend. It can be helpful to calculate your ratio before you talk to a lender. A debt-to-income ratio calculates how much of your income would go to covering your monthly debt payments, including your anticipated monthly housing payment. The formula for the debt-to-income ratio is total monthly debt payments divided by monthly gross income. It's usually written as a percentage. Total monthly debt payments include payments toward credit card balances, payments on other loans you may have, such as car loans, personal loans, and student loans, and your anticipated monthly housing payment. Depending on your situation, it might also include child support and alimony payments. Your monthly gross income is your monthly income before taxes or other deductions are taken out. It's your annual gross income divided by 12. Let's look at an example. Say the total amount you pay toward debt is $1,600 each month, and your monthly gross income is $4,000. $1,600 divided by $4,000 equals 40%. That means your debt to income ratio is 40%. You begin with 100% of your monthly gross income. You use 40% of your monthly gross income for debt. That means 60% of your monthly gross income is available to cover everything else. Select the lender and household buttons to learn more. Lenders usually have their own way of calculating debt-to-income ratios, so methods will vary among lenders. For example, if you've co-signed someone else's loan, those payments may be included in the calculation, even if you aren't currently paying them. You can ask a lender how for what they will consider as an acceptable debt-to-income ratio when deciding whether to make a loan. Some lenders prefer a debt-to-income ratio of 36% or less. Other lenders will accept up to 43%, depending on your credit score and other factors. Some may even accept higher debt-to-income ratios. Select each of the two buttons to find out more. The debt-to-income ratio shows how much of your household's gross income goes toward debt. For most households, a lower debt-to-income ratio suggests more stability and security. But debt isn't your only expense. You also have other expenses, such as food, household supplies, utility bills, and healthcare. The higher your debt-to-income ratio, the less money you have left to cover everything else. Select each of the two buttons again to review, or select each of the two buttons to find out about the method again, or select Let's Play to help.
I'm Noah, and I found a home I want to purchase. I can use all my savings as a down payment. I make just enough money to pay my bills and my monthly housing payment.
Should Noah buy this home? Is the answer A, yes, if his income can cover the monthly payments, he can afford the home. Or B, maybe, he should first estimate the full costs of owning the home. That's correct. Noah needs to first estimate the full costs of owning the home. Plus, it's important to have some emergency savings to prepare for the unexpected.
I'm Lindsay. I tried to buy a house last year but was turned down for a loan. Lenders told me my debt-to-income ratio was too high. However, my income will increase soon when I'm promoted.
Will the salary increase affect Lindsay's debt-to-income ratio? A, no. Only changes in the amount of outstanding debt affect the debt-to-income ratio. Or B, yes. All else equal, an increase in income lowers the debt-to-income ratio. That's correct. In Lindsay's case, the increase in her income would lower the debt-to-income ratio, assuming the amount of her outstanding debt stayed roughly the same.
I'm Paula. I'm thinking of canceling a subscription that costs $50 a month. Will that help lower my debt-to-income ratio?
Will canceling the subscription affect Paula's debt-to-income ratio? A, no, because a monthly subscription bill is not a debt payment. Or B, yes, because a debt to income ratio includes all of your monthly expenses. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The debt to income ratio only includes debt payments, not routine bills such as utilities or subscriptions. The subscription bill is not used in calculating Paula's debt to income ratio since it's a routine bill, not a debt payment. Still, canceling the subscription
See, I
can
even
be a
get it
good way to
wrong.
save money.
I'm Annabella. My spending and saving plan showed me that the income I have left over after paying for non-housing expenses is not enough to buy the home I want.
What can Annabella do to have more money for a home? A. Try to increase her income, decrease her expenses, or both. Or B. Use a credit card to pay her bills so she can use her income for. That's correct! To have more money available to buy a home, Annabella should try to increase her income, decrease her expenses, or both. She may also want to look for more affordable housing and look into home buyer assistance programs. Thanks for helping our guests. Let's go back to Isaiah to find out how you did in round 2.
Congratulations! You earned enough coins to win this round. Remember, if you're logged in and playing to earn a certificate, you need to win every round.
All right, guys. So where you see where I even got one wrong, they still say I earned enough points to win the round. So with that, I did win round 2. So let's look forward to round 3. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to play the game with us, and shalom.